Hello, 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 and welcome. For those of you who are new to my world, my name is Chloe Cousins, and I am a planetary grid worker. I'm an ascension facilitator, and I think one of my main passions, apart from just working with the planetary grid, is supporting the collective as a whole with our empowerment journey. So in this video, I want to share a little bit about Pluto, the planet of deep transformation and empowerment, and how it is right now in its kind of final stages before it fully moves into a whole new phase. So we are coming into, I believe it was going to be around mid-November, November the 19th, the 20th, 21st, around that time, where Pluto will finally move into Aquarius, which is a huge shift in energy. Pluto moves very slowly. And what it means is that we are in the last bits of Pluto in Capricorn. And this is a time right now to fully release, let go, tie up like loose ends so that you can fully step into the new that is ushered in with this Pluto in Aquarius. So we have been in Pluto in Capricorn since 2008. So each one of us, as well as collectively, we've been in a very big journey of deep transformation around the Capricorn themes of our lives. So the Capricorn themes of our lives are around our structures, our career, our work. You could also see it to do with our physical body, because that's our physical structure for our spiritual energy. Capricorn is all about it's slow. It's progressive energy, right? And so it's very much about top-down structures, big organizations, hierarchies. And we are coming to a massive ending in those themes, both collectively and individually. So because we're in between eclipses right now, before we hit the solar eclipse next week, it is an incredible time to really kind of almost like reassess, go back over, make sure that you have fully almost cleaned your house up in whatever area of your life that is, or it could be even just physically cleaning up your house or energetically cleaning up your house, but making sure that you have tied up all those loose ends, and whatever it is you have been clearing out over the, especially I would say over the last year, over the last couple of years, there will have been some major closures for you. Now this could be in something very physical, like in your job, in your career, in what you saw as your purpose, your mission in your life. It could be in your relationships, any structures in your life. There will have been some deep profound changes and closing out of those, and it will to do with where you are taking back your own authority. This is a lot to do around power, because Pluto is around power. But what it often does, the way that Pluto works, is that it destroys first, right? It really is that death, rebirth energy, Pluto. And so as these aspects of your life and aspects of structures in your life close out, through you shifting your identity around who you're choosing to be, who you're no longer willing to give your power away over to, whether that's a person, whether that's an organization, an institution, whether that's to old parts of yourself. Everything that has been keeping you playing small, feeling fearful, and the way that you've led your life through that has been up for grabs and up for change, because through that you've made choices and you've created structures in your life around that. And so this is what has been falling away as you've made powerful realizations within yourself, as you've come to understand and been able to step more into your own inner authority. And so what we've got going on now is like a simultaneous death rebirth energy going on, where we're just finalizing some of those small bits of closing out whatever you kind of intuitively feel you need to do to fully close that out, where and also simultaneously through that, new beginnings are starting to birth. Now, most of us will not know exactly where all of this is leading. That will probably start to reveal itself more in 2025, the beginning of 2025. But what we're now doing is we're just refining and making those final realignments so that we're fully in that new vibration. Because what we're doing is we're shifting like really deep aspects of ourselves that have created structures in our lives. We're shifting that to create new realities. So it very much is that it can feel a little bit unstable at times and a little bit chaotic, but no, it is for your greater good. You know, it's like that's very Plutonian energy, where you kind of like need to go through a little bit of going into the void, right? Which for some of you can feel a bit chaotic, because you feel out of control. You don't know where it's going, what's going on. You just know that something is going on, and you're just feeling like there's an intensity to this energy. And so it's really going to be like an extremity of choices for some of us. And it's that realignment that's coming in to make sure that we're fully aligned with our highest purpose, our mission, our soul mission. What gives us the most passion and joy. So sometimes it's not that what you're leaving was bad. It's not that what you're moving away from was something that you really hated. And that's sometimes what makes it more challenging. It could be that it's not 100% in alignment. It's not fully 100% in alignment with who you are choosing to be, who you are becoming, who you are stepping into, through you claiming more of your inner authority and power. So where you may have been leading a life that was slightly off kilter, we are being invited right now by Pluto to make sure that we're fully in our authenticity, fully in our truth, fully expressing that through our actions and what we are doing and our choices right now. So we fully come into, because we have touched into Pluto in Aquarius this year, but we're fully anchoring into Pluto in Aquarius in mid-November. And it's a very, very, very different energy. It's very quick. It's very innovative. It's quick and radical changes. There's a very different frequency and energy around it. So it's important that we do, if you feel drawn, just slow down a bit right now to make sure that you fully complete what you need to complete. Now, part of that completion may be like a revising over, like a trying to understand what's gone on for you over the last year or couple of years, you know, a reevaluation. You're looking at it through new eyes in a new way, so you can have a higher consciousness around it, so that you can move forward in a much more powerful way, because you're not playing the victim, you're not playing being small, you're not playing, you know, this was unfair, this was not right. You're able to see in a much more empowered way, which means that your new beginnings are so much more powerful, because you've shifted that energy within you. Because whatever's happened over since 2008 to now in that Capricorn area of your life, that deep transformation around authority and your inner power, it's now moving forward with everything you've learned and everything you now claim for yourself. That is how you powerfully rebirth this total new beginning. So it's very exciting, hugely exciting. If not feeling a little unstable, you may at times feel things are going a little bit slow, but it's just because you're being offered the opportunity just to, you know, reevaluate everything that's gone on, so that you can get all the juice out of it and you can stand more deeply in your own inner authority and in your own power. So it's allowing you to fully empty out, fully flush out, fully clear out any old paradigms, any self-limiting beliefs that you've held about yourself. Release any fear, any control, any rigid patterns, so that you can fully embrace these new frequencies as they fully land onto this planet. So one of the sacred sites on this planet that really encapsulates this energy is Chartres Cathedral in France. Now, the interesting thing with Chartres Cathedral is that you've got both the Black Madonna codes and the White Madonna codes. So the Black Madonna codes, these are all, in Plutonian terms, these are all the death, the dying, the releasing, the letting go, what it is you're flushing out of your system. That is what the Black Madonna codes do. It's linked to the Mary Magdalene lineage, Isis lineage. It's all about going within and connecting, you know, going into the void and supporting you in that process. A lot of people are fearful of that process. This is why it can be very challenging working with these Plutonian energies, especially right now because they are so intense. But the only way to bring in the new is to you know, you have to go within. You've got to go into it to clear and release. So what that means is that when we work with Chartres Cathedral, with the Black Madonna codes, actually what I call in the lower chamber, is actually a point, an interdimensional point that's actually kind of accessed through the portal of the sacred well there that's in the crypt. And it supports you to access more of those Black Madonna codes, to support you to tap into more of that magic of going within, of going into the void, you know, being able to connect to the shadows, your shadows, and being able to release and clear. So these are really, really like vital codes. You cannot fully rebirth if you do not go through the void and go through that aspect of that death aspect of the ego, as it were, and the shadow self. So that is the lower chamber of Chartres. But you've also then got the upper chamber of Chartres, and that's like the actual, you know, the main part of Chartres, where you've got, you know, you've got the labyrinth, you've got the main part. When you walk into Chartres, this is what you see. So as you walk into Chartres, I always get this feeling of a deep expansion. It's so white there now. They've done a massive cleanup in Chartres Cathedral, and there's quite a lot of elements there that really support what I call the White Madonna codes. And one of these codes comes through what's called it's called different names, but it's called the birthing tunic of Mother Mary. So this was a tunic, the blouse, the chemise, that Mother Mary was purported to have worn when she gave birth to Jesus. And I think there's a piece of it actually downstairs in the crypt, but the majority of what they've got is like in a quite a big glass case. And once in a while they bring out this glass case, and you can go up and touch it. And this was one of the opportunities. I mean, I wasn't brought up as a Catholic, so I'm, you know, not used to kind of going in and working in that way. But I saw this kind of glass case up there, and I saw a queue, and I just felt really drawn to go in the queue and go up to this glass case, not really understanding what it was about. And so I went up, and you can touch the glass itself because it's protecting the chemise. And I had probably one of the most profound experiences I've ever had in touching something. It was like this incredible, and I just wasn't expecting this at all. It was like an incredible flash of light, like I was just engulfed in light. And it kind of just came all the way down through me. It was absolutely incredible. And I came away, and then just in floods of tears because of this incredible light activation that had gone on. And so along with that, the labyrinth that is there, and also the White Madonna. She was the Black Madonna, but they cleaned her up and now she's white, which is a very interesting symbology in itself. To me, this, and now that they've cleaned up the whole of Chartres, it's like gleaming white. It really is the energy of rebirth. So to me, what Chartres, the codes that are there, and what is kind of rare, is that you've got both the releasing and letting go codes of the Black Madonna, but also the rebirth of the White Madonna. And so to me, that's quite rare to have a site that's got both very distinctive parts to it. So it's an amazing site, and I think one of the reasons why I was drawn to facilitate our monthly planetary grid transmissions, which over the lunar eclipse and then the solar eclipse from Chartres Cathedral, because a lunar eclipse was more the Black Madonna codes, whereas the solar eclipse more the White Madonna codes. And so you all in one site, incredibly powerful to support any endings and new beginnings that are coming in very quickly together. And that is exactly where we are right now on the planet, with Pluto being at this 29th degree, the last degree before it fully goes into Aquarius in November. So many of us, all of us collectively and individually, are closing out so much. So if you wish to review, because I've now done the Black Madonna, but it's in our shop. So if you wish to listen and work with these Black Madonna codes, you can in the shop. You can just send a link. Actually, I'll put the link below here for you, so that you can have a look at that if you feel drawn to working with that Black Madonna code. You know, you're still wanting to go into the void and really clear out, flush out, release and let go, whatever you need to do. Or coming up, depending when you listen to this video, I will be doing our next monthly planning over the solar eclipse. So super excited about this, from this upper chamber in Chartres. So that's the White Madonna codes, which you can join. Again, I will put in the link in for that if you feel called. I also, at the beginning of this year, did a big program all around the rebirth called Renaissance. So if you're finding that you are in this shift and you want extra energetic support, I could highly recommend Renaissance, because it's going to really support you, especially with the Empress and the Emperor energies, how these universal energies can really support you whilst you're in this huge transition, because a lot of us are still going through that process, and you may well feel that you need support on that. So much love. Take care. Bye.